whether the suspended police commissioner will attend that briefing. Meanwhile, POPCRU says it will be there as an interested party. IPID has filed a case of defeating the ends of justice with the National Prosecuting Authority. It says that Riah Phiyega withheld information from the Farlam Commission of Inquiry. POPCRU maintains that she was fulfilling her responsibilities during the Marikana shootings. The Police Directorate report comes 4 months before a presidential inquiry into Phiyega's fitness to hold office. Late last year, Phiyega submitted reasons to President Jacob Zuma why she should not be suspended pending that inquiry. The inquiry was recommended by the Farlam Commission. Well, let's get more on this now. Our reporter Tumaole Mohlaoli is standing by at the briefing. Tumaole, good afternoon to you. So that briefing yet to start, but before we get into that, let's just contextualize what's happening here. There have been many calls in support of IPID's findings, but so too calls for not only Phiyega to face criminal charges, but other top brass as well. They've been saying she's been used as a scapegoat. So just unpack this for us a bit.
Well, good afternoon to you, Natasha. And that is absolutely correct. As far as the issue of Riah Phiyega being used as a scapegoat, many did feel that perhaps it was not only her decision or her acting in role as a national commissioner that should take the fall, because there are a lot of other senior police officers who were involved in the decision to use lethal force during the Marikana incident. So it was felt that perhaps Riah Phiyega is the one getting the short end of the stick here. There are several other senior commissioners who also were investigated, and it was then found that, of course, the issue or the bone of contention was a disappearance of a key evidence during the inquest, and that was a memory stick that allegedly contained a directive that was given for officers to use lethal force, and without that was obviously a sticking point. So it is felt that Riah Phiyega is the fall guy, and that it is unfair for her to be the only one who is apportioned blame for that rather unfortunate incident.
Tumaole, what now faces the NPA in this? I mean, what's next, and what are some of the challenges that are still facing the investigation?
Well, some of the major challenges without that crucial bit of information is basically what happens next, because what the commission was investigating was who was the direct line of responsibility in terms of issuing the directive to give lethal or to use lethal force against the Marikana striking miners, and what were the circumstances around that. It has always been argued that, of course, police tried by all means not to engage in lethal force and tried to dissuade the miners from engaging with them, and without establishing exactly where the directive came for, Riah Phiyega's legal team argues that she cannot be the scapegoat. So this is exactly what it will be set out today in terms of what is the way forward.
And a large support, as I said earlier, for these findings, which Phiyega has to now face. What are we expecting to come out of the briefing? Do we know yet if she will be present?
Well, that is the big question. We know that her legal representatives will be present, and POPCRU, the police union, which has also been saying that the circumstances around the inquiry have not exactly been entirely fair and handled well, will be here, but they won't be here to make any representations. They'll be here as an interested party. We are not sure. Everyone's remaining tight-lipped as to whether Riah Phiyega will be coming here as well. I know that our legal team is the one that's going to be making the presentation. They were neither here nor there when I tried to inquire whether she'll be here, but by all accounts it doesn't seem that she will be present. They will be the ones briefing the media. POPCRU, on the other hand, has also said that it will be making its own statement reacting to what will be divulged here today. So we'll wait to find out, but they'll only react afterwards. They were not here as part of the formal proceedings.
All right, Tumaole, thank you very much. I'm sure we'll get updates from you coming up later after that briefing. Our reporter Tumaole Mohlaoli live from Sandton.